It would be hard to find a truer New Mexico sound than Pimentel Guitars based out of Albuquerque. That is why this family-owned business, which has been mastering their craft for decades, became a New Mexico True certified product. The New Mexico True campaign was the brainchild of New Mexico's tourism department and launched in 2011 to highlight what New Mexico has to offer.
We wanted to better understand our visitor profile. So what we did is we had various different focus groups in various different states, just trying to gauge how potential visitors saw New Mexico. Through that research and through those focus groups, we determined that a lot of potential visitors had a very misconception of our state. So we wanted to find, just to dig a little bit deeper and find how can we change that rhetoric and change those ideals. And that's basically how the New Mexico True brand came to be, because we understand that New Mexico has amazing scenery, we have mouth-watering food, we have very authentic cultures within our state. So we wanted to find a way to amplify all of that, and all of that is a very true experience.
For the three Pimentel brothers who have spent their life mastering their craft handed down by their father, patience and dedication are a necessity to create an authentic Pimentel guitar.
The guitars take up to a year and a half sometimes. Actually, sometimes we've gone up to 3 years, depending on what they really want. And so, but some of our guitars will take 3 months, but at least 3 months to be able to create these instruments. And some of the guitars with all the custom inlay work and all the scalloping and the tuning and that type of thing will take up to a year and a half. And a lot of times it's because you kind of have to get in line. You have to wait for a guitar because we're not mass producers. We're only handmade products. And so it's going to take a while before we finish one guitar for a customer, and then we'll start the next one for the other customer. And we're usually working on 3 or 4 instruments at a time, and they're all custom built for somebody. And so, as you can see, all the scalloping and the bracing, the chiseling and all that, it takes time just to be able to do this. And this is just a little bit of what we're doing. Now there's going to be a lot of sanding that we're going to get involved in.
Rick's brother, Robert, is just finishing up a guitar for a customer and explains all the intricate details he put into making this one-of-a-kind piece of art.
Well, this guitar, I just finished it, so it's like a brand new baby or a baby just been born. So now I'm going to just try to see how it sounds because we haven't tried it out yet. So it sounds very nice so far for being a brand new guitar being born. This one is an ebony fingerboard with turquoise on it. It's got a Zia with the tiger paw, and then it's got the head over here with the tiger on it, and the tree. And then this one also has the little church going all the way around the rosette. This is called the rosette. It has also turquoise and shell. And on the bridge, it also has turquoise and shell wrapped with bone. The top is German spruce. It's an European spruce. It's got shell inlays around the edges. It's all custom made. The fingerboard has an extension on it, so you can play extra notes on it. And the gears are German. We don't make the gears, but we sure do choose them. And so the neck is Honduras mahogany or Spanish cedar. And this is what this is, by the way, which I'll be shaping in a few minutes. And this is rosewood back and sides, East Indian. All the trim work is ebony from Africa. And then it's got the special lines on it. And this guy's a lieutenant named Don. So that's why it has LT and then the D. And that's made out of bone. And then it also has the name of the guy on the back of the headstock, the person who ordered it. And also has turquoise side markers so you can see where he's at when he's playing the instrument. All the nuts and saddles are all bone. And bone, it looks like this when we first get it. It looks just like a regular bone. Then we cut them, sand them, polish them, and they look white when they're all done. So bone looks, when it's all cleaned up and everything, it looks like this. So we make the nuts and the saddles out of that and the bridge wrap. And sometimes we get the bone from people who don't pay their bills. So it's just the leg part. We don't try not to take too much. But
Well, New Mexico True, I think it's a great thing that they're doing for businesses that people are building products from New Mexico to the world. We got involved with them because we saw what they were doing for the public, for people, artists. And Our company's been around since 1951. And it's something that our product is already a New Mexico True product. It's always been a New Mexico True product. So when the slogan came out, I said, well, that's a good mix. We're already New Mexico True, so why not join the company? Something that they're doing, it's great. It's great for our company, it's great for everybody. I don't see right now that it's something that we need, but it's something that we want, because I think it's a great company and I think they're doing a great thing for New Mexico. And I think that because we're part of their company now, I think that we'll help them as well as they'll help us. And so it makes a good team. I think that what our product gives to the world, it's always been, as I mentioned, a New Mexico True product. And we still believe in that. And even if we weren't part of their organization, people still come to us, to get a product like this from all over. So I think that being part of their company is a great thing for both of us. So it's not something we were looking for, but it's something I love.
There are many different styles of products and businesses that New Mexico True is partnered with, and some that may surprise millions of tourists and New Mexicans alike.
We had to combat a lot of misconceptions about New Mexico. A lot of it was that there really wasn't a lot to do in New Mexico, but really there are so many activities to do in New Mexico. Wine is one of them. So a lot of people who are really interested in wine like to explore different vineyards and wineries and taste rooms can do that here in New Mexico.
Enchantment Vineyards, located in Portales, is boldly challenging the notion that the best wines in the United States come from California. In fact, there are quite a few wineries in New Mexico, and according to the owners, this region is the perfect spot for growing grapes.
This is actually one of the oldest wine growing regions, or the oldest in the United States, and the soil and climate are absolutely perfect for wine growing. And we're really proud to put New Mexico on the map. We're excited that we're new into this game, and we've sent everything to an international competition. We've come back with some big awards. We got a double gold in an international competition under Pinot Noir. So we're pretty excited that New Mexico's competing on a world stage in terms of wine. So we planted grapes back in 2016. We opened our tasting room a little over a year ago, and we're just having a really good time in business. This is a family project, it's a passion project. So we're just kind of taking it one day at a time, see where it goes, but we're very New Mexico centric. And I think that's evident in our name, Enchantment Vineyards. It's evident in our hashtags, Live Enchanted, and then on every single bottle, we want a really New Mexico centric theme in terms of marketing and branding. We know about New Mexico True. They've done a great job on their marketing around the state, and it was something we wanted to be a part of. So we were really excited to look at what all was involved in being a New Mexico True and find out that we did qualify. We're 100% a New Mexico product, from the grapes to the processing to the labels to the end result on the wine. So we were pretty excited to be a part of it.
Branding is a key ingredient to any marketing campaign, and having a label certifying it's a pure New Mexico product helps raise the awareness of what New Mexico has to offer.
New Mexico is home to 50-some plus vineyards, and it's really exciting to be kind of the new kid on the block to that scene. New Mexico's been growing wine longer than any region in North America, and we're only a few years old, but it's been validating to be received at international wine competitions through winning awards and seeing our customer base grow inside of New Mexico and beyond. It makes us really excited when we're packaging up wines and shipping them to Oregon or Florida, and that's getting our product grown here in Portales, New Mexico, all over the map. I've lived in New Mexico most of my life, and I think the Department of Tourism has really upped the game and done something incredible with the New Mexico True campaign. And now that that's been extended to businesses who are producing New Mexico-made products, it's just it's another avenue to connect all of the wonderful destinations this state has to offer with a lot of creative businesses that are doing great things in New Mexico.
Tourism dollars play a vital role in the New Mexico economy, and according to the Albuquerque Journal, since the rollout of the New Mexico True campaign, visitors to New Mexico have increased from 31.7 to 36.1 million annually.
Moving forward, we see New Mexico True only growing and expanding and amplifying our message and reaching a broader audience. So we have so many go-getters within the department who are such creative, brilliant minds that always want to do better and achieve better and do better for New Mexico, because we understand that through tourism we can diversify our economy and grow our economy, which will offset the tax burden. And these individuals are constantly working hard to do better and find better ways to bring in those tourism to diversify the economy. So within the next 3 years, we see the brand only growing and only reaching a bigger audience to bring in more visitors.
Whether the benefits roll into the small businesses like Enchantment Vineyards and Pimentel Guitars is hard to measure, but one thing's for sure, both the tourism department and businesses are happy to be in a partnership for New Mexico.